Outdoor living guy, have something that has been requested many times, and I'm going to give it to you right now, and that is low cost options for backyard. We're going to give you lots of ideas, at least 10 with some bonus material at the end. So stay tuned right now for some low cost backyard ideas. Enjoy. Low cost option number one, we're going to talk to you about string lights. Now, why do I recommend string lights for a low cost? Because they're low cost and they really are attractive. You can get out, do a lot with them, create a whole outdoor area. Even in your lawn, you can set up some posts, put some string lights, and all of a sudden you can attract people out to that spot. So it's a low cost option and very attractive, but you can really do a lot with string lights. They can be set up even in the lawn. They can be set up in the patio. Here's some pictures and some video to show you how attractive and really create a beautiful destination with some string lights. Enjoy. Another low-cost backyard idea is a simple fire pit. Now, you might think that's a little bit expensive, but really this is something you can do yourself very easily. Whether it's wood burning, fire brick from a local hardware store, you can go to Home Depot and grab these. Basically build the base, build the walls out of fire brick. You can even face them with stone for a very low cost if you do it yourself. So wood burning fire pits are one thing, but you could do gas options. It would require bringing the gas line over, so that might be beyond what you could do yourself, or use a propane tank. Another thing I want to say is you could buy a fire pit. So they have a lot of these models online. I'll have some links below that you can buy yourself. They're fairly inexpensive, and it really creates and adds so much destination to your outdoor space. We just want to briefly interrupt this video and ask for you to please take the time and just subscribe to our channel. We're really growing as a community, and we would love it if you would be a part of our community. Thank you very much, and let's get back to the video. Another idea for a low-cost backyard idea is an outdoor movie theater. Now you're thinking, whoa, wait a second, that's a lot of money. No, these are not a lot of money. There are so many different outdoor screens that you can buy. I'll have some links below. They're inexpensive. I think I spent like $30 for my screen. And then you can just get a simple projector. There's lots of different price points for these, but they're very inexpensive. But imagine summertime movie time It adds so much. The neighborhood will be in your backyard watching movies, and it's such a great memory, such a great time. So backyard movie theaters are a great option at a low cost to really pack a lot into your backyard space and offer great memories for the summer.
Samla hjälper dig när du vill jämföra och samla dina lån. För ibland hänger de gamla kvar.
Det är bra, men...
Another low-cost option for a backyard idea is a water feature. Now, water features, of course, can be very grand and a little bit expensive, but you can go very cost-effective with these too. You can either buy a store-bought, which we'll have some links below, or you can do an inexpensive do-it-yourself project. Now, there's flower pots, and you can get flower pots at very different price points, and a very inexpensive flower pot could be turned into a beautiful water feature. And here's some ideas on that. Or you could do more of a meandering water feature. Now, these aren't that expensive, but they will require some knowledge, some education on how to do this properly. And then, of course, you can do a little pond with a small water feature or a bubbler that is built into that. Here's some ideas on that. We'll talk a little bit about prices below, but this is an inexpensive option in comparison with some of the other options that you can do to add a lot to your backyard space. Another low-cost option for a backyard idea would be using wood to retain the property. Here's some ideas on that. You can actually see, well, we've done a good job of using pressure-treated lumber here, but it built that whole yard up to give it a nice flat area. And then we also use that as a garden bed. So there's some very good ideas here that you can have cost-effective options to build a retaining wall instead of building it out of concrete block, or some of the other natural stone material that you can have. Another low-cost option for a backyard idea is dry creek beds. Now, dry creek beds are basically just river rock, which you can buy in bulk, and they're really inexpensive. I think they're like $30 a yard here locally. So, but look at what you can do with a dry creek bed. You can either take that dry creek bed and it becomes a nice destination, a nice thing for your eye. But dry creek beds also do a phenomenal job of handling drainage. So you really get the best of both worlds, an inexpensive option to kind of cover a space, but they're a great option for drainage as well, and a really beautiful option for your backyard space. Another low-cost option that I think is really beautiful as well is using gravel as a patio. This in a way that actually makes it look like it was stylistically what you chose instead of just a low-cost option. So even in the Japanese design, a lot of times they use gravel patios, but you can use a gravel patio in any style of a landscape that you choose. And it's a really inexpensive option to give you a nice secondary destination in your backyard space. Another low-cost option is going to be a fun one too, is just creating a little destination using a hammock. Now, a hammock could be either a store-bought hammock where it has the whole, the post kind of built in, or you can just do an inexpensive hammock from the internet. We'll have some links below that you can put between a tree or two trees, or you can put between two posts, or a combination of a tree and a post. Add a hammock to that, and all of a sudden you've added a beautiful destination. It will definitely attract you out to that space, and it'll look very nice from inside the house looking outside. So backyard privacy is a huge concern for many people. We're going to talk to you and show you some low-cost options right now for privacy. Privacy screens. They can be either wood privacy screens, or they could be metal privacy screens, laser cut privacy screens. So why would I recommend these? It's because of the price point. You can either go to Home Depot, get the lumber and do it yourself, or you can buy these privacy screens. I'll have some prices and links below for some metal cut privacy screens. They're inexpensive and a great option for privacy. We're going to show you lots of ideas on those right now. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. We do appreciate you being a part of our community. We hope that one of these solutions resonated with you and that gave you an idea to be able to use with your family and your friends to build memories in your backyard space, because that's what it's all about at any budget level. We would like to ask that if you saw anything that you liked, if you could just leave it in the comments below, what one resonated with you. Also, if you have backyard ideas on a budget or low-cost options that you've found, would you mind sharing those in the comments below? I'd love to know that for our community, but I'd also love some ideas on what to shoot in the future. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.
Upptäck vår rivna cheddar från ostmästarna i Kvibille.